Okay, for the third time. You ready?
I don't hear any intro music.
Oh, here you go.
There we go.
You're-
Now I'm ready.
Okay, good. Because it's recording now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, everyone.
Yep. That's what we have to say to that. And one of these. All right. And in case I guess welcome back first, everyone. Everyone. It's the Focused on Nothing podcast in all of its glory and or not glory.
Whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
In all of its
It's
whatever
here.
it has.
Hey, it's here. And we are blessed with special guest host once again, our entire focus group, Chrystal.
I'm not the entire focus group.
We
can't
do
put that
have
all
we
on
have
me.
we have honorary members. She was the first season's focus group, and then we gained I think 2 more members. Most recently, an Oregonian who says the Sounders are too loud. So this one's for you. Maybe
Don't
it's
be scared now.
maybe it's quieter this time. I don't know. Something about getting jump scared while driving around in his vehicle, which
That's
is
not great.
not safe. Don't do that.
Don't try this at home, folks.
Where should we do it?
The library.
Mm.
Everything's way safer at the library.
Don't they have recording booths at our library?
Yep.
Yep.
Sure do.
And 3D printers?
Uh-huh.
They have coffee makers?
I'm sure they do in the back. Probably for staff.
I was thinking like you could start a print and record a pod, sip on some Java. It sounds like a good time.
I'm telling. We should head down there.
You should just go be a librarian, then we can use all that stuff for free.
We could use it for free now.
Oh, that's
except
right.
for the coffee
It's a
maker.
public library. What do you know about that? All right.
The more you know.
Yes. Oh, wait. I don't have that. I do have this.
I already know.
Oh,
I'm going
wrong
to
one.
regret this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Yeah, got that
Nice.
one. Hello. I don't know you. How are you? What have you been doing?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
That's,
It's Chrystal.
that's what you've been up to?
My
What-
parents are here visiting,
Yeah,
so shout out to my mom and dad.
How has this week been? It's been like 6 months long in my life.
It's been spring break for the kids, so
Uh-huh.
they've been out of school.
Uh-huh.
We had a very crazy, off the hook 16-year-old party.
Birthday party, yes.
So that was just a lot of like work to get prepared for. The party itself was super fun, and trying to get everything planned for the week. That's coming along really well. So far,
Well,
so good.
We made it to the end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's Friday. It's like the time kind of gets weird when you don't have that much structure to the day because nobody's in school.
Well, there's not much structure to that part of the day, but let's see. We had 2 kids' birthdays, a kid's birthday party, one that was overnight, 2 kids' dinners. I went to an HOA review board meeting. My food poisoned me. Your parents are here, and it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. I don't know what day it is. It's been a week. It's been a whole
There's been a lot
week.
going on.
And for some reason, my shoulder hurts. I don't know why.
Oh, perfect.
It's great. So which story should I tell first? HOA gate or when my food tried to poison me? We don't need to talk about that one. It's
I
basically
didn't know that was a story.
that my food poisoned me.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling? Are you
Not great.
better?
No.
Have you been able to eat anything?
I'll leave it at this. I've had 2 meals since, yesterday and today. And my digestive system feels like it's not sure if it should relax and do its job or be like Rico the Madagascar penguin and just explode everything from everywhere at any given moment.
Good times.
It's been the best. It's been very enjoyable.
But you're feeling better than you were yesterday.
Yes. Which means within the next 2 or 3 months I should be okay.
Perfect.
Nailed it. So what about HOA gate? You want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Yeah? From the beginning?
from the very beginning.
All right, here we go. Oh, here you go, Derek.
This is a tangent? Isn't
I
this
mean,
the main subject?
No, the main subject is a Taiwanese company that did a bunch of wild stuff.
Oh,
but
that's going to be the main. Okay.
this is how we got there. I needed a co-host for this week because our boy Nick is lifing real hard. He's a busy guy.
Love you, Nick.
And my schedule has been just wild. So
Hope to hear back from you soon, bud.
Oh, he'll be back soon. Don't worry. I came to Chrystal here, and I was like, I need a topic. And she was like, how about this? Because we had just been talking about HOA Gate 2025. And so that's how we got here. So this all started, call it last April, when I found on the Bookface marketplaces a batting cage for a very good price.
Very good price.
So I brought it home, and I put it up in my backyard. And a few people asked me, hey, does your HOA care about that? And I go, I don't know. Didn't ask.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
We
might find out. Lo and behold, 8-ish months later, they sent us a letter that said, hey, we noticed this thing in your backyard that's gigantic. You didn't ask us if you could put that there. We would like you to ask us to have that there now.
Or else.
Well, more or less. But so that was the beginning of December. I waited more or less a month to reply, figuring I had at least 30 days, right?
Right.
Submitted my application for architectural review to install said batting cage that had already been up for 8 months. They, next board meeting, reviewed my request, promptly declined it. Understandable. For a few reasons. We'll get there. And then I looked up how long I had to appeal said decision, and I had a few weeks. So I waited, 10 days.
As long as possible.
10 days or so, appealed said decision, and then they got back to me and said, we have to assemble a review board. And because it turns out they'd never actually had someone appeal their decision before.
Your request for appeal is the first one we've ever received.
It's denied.
So it's going to be a minute. It's going to take us a minute.
So finally got that scheduled, which happened this past Monday, and in preparation for that found some amazing, absolutely amazing regulations within our own architectural committee's guidelines involving none other than subheader sports ball netting.
Get used to that phrase, folks.
I'm not going to go into all the notes. But effectively, I was able to take a single paragraph from our architectural guidelines and use it to refute the 3 points that was actually 2 points that they tried to make to say why they declined my request for said large structure. First of which was too tall. Too tall. It's 12 feet tall, and it's tall.
We should post a picture somewhere because it
Oh,
is
man.
quite.
That'd be great. Maybe this will be the first episode with a
the special title,
added on thing. Yeah.
Title card picture.
Oh, it's big. It's 12 feet tall. It's 35 feet long. It's 15 feet wide. It's covered in netting. It's a batting cage.
It's 6 feet above the back wall.
Yeah, back wall's 7 feet high, 5 feet.
Okay.
Anyhow, in these regulations for our neighborhood, there's this clause, and if you read between the lines, it's clearly written for houses that back up to the golf course to put up netting to keep golf balls from hitting their houses. But at no point is that what it's actually written as. It's sports ball netting. And there's framing and colors and all this stuff. So it says the first stipulation is that it can't be more than 24 inches higher than the peak of your home. We have a single-story home. It's not real big, but it is 16 and a half feet tall. So we are 18, 12, 6 and a half feet short of that limit. So
whoopsies.
Not too tall. Check that one off. The second complaint was that it's too visible and over height. So we just crossed off over height based on the first reality. And then too visible, I tried to be reasonable. I said, look, there's the only thing I see in here that says has to be black netting. I have black netting. And it says the poles have to match the nearest wall or house. Our poles are galvanized, so they're silverish. The nearest wall and the house are both gray. So if you'd like me to paint them gray so we can all be, happy on the same page here, I will do that thing. Up to you. That was my appeal to the board, and then they had to vote. There was 3 of them, and then they had to submit their vote to the management company, and then the management company has to log things, and then they have to notify me of the outcome. We are awaiting said outcome.
We do not have a result yet on the vote.
So it looks good, I think, but ultimately it's up to them.
So I guess that's a story that doesn't have an ending yet.
It's not the greatest story ever told, but it's entertaining to me.
Suspenseful.
It's been fun.
And also in that appeal meeting, they did ask you, since it was up as batting cage netting, but we're calling it sports ball netting.
It's for sports ball netting.
because he uses it
Yeah,
for
and more
soccer.
even there before I even saw that thing. Zeke practices soccer in there, penalty kicks, target practice, what have you. And so we have since referred to it as the sports ball cage.
Yeah.
So we were already there. We just didn't know it.
Right. And so, and it's not a permanent structure. And they did
Nope,
ask
freestanding.
if it will be removed, once it's no longer needed for softball, particularly, but potentially even all the way through soccer. And then we can just take it down.
Well, and to that point, that subsection was under temporary structures. So like, this is temporary? Like, yeah, it's freestanding. There's no footings. It's not attached to anything. It's a temporary structure. I didn't mention that it might blow over in a windstorm. I mean, because that's possible. We did have a pretty big one last summer. Didn't blow over. Pretty good.
And if you call tied to a palm tree attached to something, then
It's
is
a rope.
attached to something.
That's a rope. And they can't see it. It's below the wall.
Right. But it is attached to a palm tree.
It's just they're holding hands. It's moral support.
Also easily cut or untied.
Sure. I'm definitely going to do that to anyone who's listening from the HOA. It's freestanding.
It is free. Well, yeah.
There we go. Success. So that we were chatting about that and how entertaining that whole thing was, and then I told Chrystal here has mentioned that we needed a topic, and she was like, "Hey, how about this thing?" Because it was like the HOA was kind of trying to act like the government. And they try to control things, and sometimes those things can be overbearing. And
Well, you hear a lot of horror stories about HOAs.
Well, we have a horror story
going
that's
on
not
a
an
power
HOA.
trip
Mm-hmm.
for no good reason. This is this. So
It's like
I
a
guess
bigger scale.
This is top of mind, I guess, because it's probably like the worst one I've ever heard of. Even though technically it's not an HOA, but they were like acting like one.
It was a village.
Yes, like a village board.
Yeah, and then the state government as well.
Right.
And they came in all
Just gonna send it.
and really, just really went for it. So who are we talking
In a
about?
tough way. Oh, well, and I think first we should probably give credit to, I first heard about this story thanks to a different podcast.
Who is never going to hear this, but shout out.
But shout out to the Reply All podcast. They no longer make episodes, but man, this was a great one.
Oh, we're going to have a newer episode than them.
This was a great one. It's called Negative Mount Pleasant.
Negative Mount
So
Pleasant.
if you want
That's a lot more original than what I came up with.
the full story, they go very in depth. They interview people who were directly affected by this. So I recommend that episode as well if you enjoy the story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have no interviews. We have no depth. This is our standard focused on nothing. We have a story. I mean, I've got notes. I've got quite
That's
a few
all we
notes.
do here. We just tell stories.
And sometimes they're fun to listen to. So we start. Where do we start? I guess we could start with the name of the company. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Fox.
Are you going to say it?
Yeah, I am. I
Okay.
was. I got interrupted.
Go ahead.
Foxconn.
But
Uh-huh. And I guess the state of Wisconsin is the other player here. Or local municipality, village,
Mount Pleasant.
chancellors.
Village of Mount Pleasant. The village board.
Board members. Yeah, the way it's written is like, the board members. I'm like, so this was like an HOA, but it's referred to as a village. But it's a town? I don't know. I mean, I know. You should listen. We're experts. All right, let's start with Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's a little tomfoolery here to get going. Wisconsinites is apparently the formal name for the people of the great state of Wisconsin. Do you know that officially?
Wisconsinite. No, I did not.
Wisconsinites. But you know some
I
of the.
think I would have assumed it was, oh my gosh, Wisconsonian. No, I'm not going to try.
Well,
again.
fortunately, we don't have any listeners in Wisconsin, so no one's offended.
Good.
So, would you like to hear some of the informal names for said peoples?
Always.
Yes. So glad you asked. First and foremost, we have Cheesehead.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why?
Because we talked about this before.
No, we didn't.
And-
This is all new. New and breaking news.
And there's a lot of cheese that gets manufactured and made in Wisconsin, and we
Yes.
love our cheese, and we love Wisconsin.
26% of U.S. cheese is, I don't know if it's made or made from milk from Wisconsin. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cheese.
And especially consider how much cheese Americans eat. in a year.
Apparently that originated in sports, and I'm guessing football, and that's why the Green Bay Packers fans wear blocks of cheese on their head, and they're called cheeseheads.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's that one. That's the first. So, Green Bay cheese. Next up, we have badger.
That was new to me. Yeah.
That's new to me also. Apparently, Wisconsin is the badger state, but that's not why residents were referred to as badgers, because people are generally terrible. Background on that one.
Okay, so there's a lot of badgers in the state? Like
It's the badger
animals.
state. Sure. California's the golden state. I don't know any
'Cause
others.
there's a lot of gold in California.
There was a gold rush there.
There was a gold rush
Yep.
there, yeah.
So it fits. There's probably a lot of badgers in Wisconsin.
Huh. I wonder how many compared to other states.
At least 6.
Why do they like Wisconsin so much?
It's cold there.
That's not the only state that it's cold in.
That's true. Also, they don't like it that much, apparently, because in the wintertime, in order to not die, they dig tunnels in the side of the hills or mountains or wherever they live, and then they live in little.
Okay, but they're not
Little
like
badger caves.
leaving Wisconsin.
No, like, we out of here. We're going to Florida.
Right.
I don't think, maybe. I don't know. I don't think badgers migrate. Huh. One for the net, one for the old brain.
Someone should look that up.
Too bad we don't have anything in front of us that could do that. I have 2 computers in front of me. I can't type on either one of them at the moment.
Oh, are you saying I should
No,
look it
no,
up?
we're good. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
So that name was given to people from Wisconsin. Apparently, in the early 1820s, when immigrant miners would do the same thing in the wintertime as the local badgers did, which was burrow into the hillsides to not freeze to death. So then,
other animals do that too. It's not just badgers.
in Wisconsin, I almost said Minnesota. We don't have any listeners there either, so it's fine. But maybe those are the only ones in Wisconsin, and so that was the comparison.
Right.
And then, so just like cheesehead, like, cheese, and you're like, a bunch of badgers. Whatever.
So it's like derogatory.
Of course. Most nicknames start that way. Thanks, humanity. It's fun now, though, right? Ha-ha, jokes.
Also, I'd never heard of that, so.
Yeah, well, the rest of these are probably a little bit more derogatory initially, but also really fun. Well, cheesehead and badger are now both embraced by the culture. From what I read, if you're from Wisconsin and you disagree, feel free to let me know.
Well, you know what they say, embrace the shade, right?
I've never said that, but yes, sounds great.
Well, they say that.
No, yes, them. The notorious them. So I have a few more, and they're all gems. We have, in the informal category of Wisconsinites nicknames, Scawnies, Wiscos, and, of course, Scondos.
All right, let's go. Sorry, guys. I don't know why you guys have so many nicknames.
I don't know. I like Scondos.
I like
it doesn't.
Scondos.
It sounds like it wasn't supposed to be friendly, but it also sounds really fun.
Yeah,
You know,
embrace it.
I like it. I don't think we have. Do we have anything like that for where do we live? Arizona?
Yeah, Arizonians.
No. Like it's Arizonans.
Oh, Arizonans. Oopsies. I don't
You just
even
add
know.
Ian's onto all the states. It works for a lot of them. Phoenicians, huh?
Okay, that sounds very classy.
Well, yeah,
And
it's
so that-
probably because it was like from the original, like Phoenicia, not Phoenix.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't
That
have
could
any
be
good
inaccurate
nicknames.
too. I'm no historian.
Feel free to come up with some and let us know.
I'm sure there's some good and bad ones. I just didn't
Oh, I
look.
was thinking desert rat might be one.
Oh, yes, that's definitely one.
I embrace that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
And if you were
'Cause
to
it
just
is
hear
very, desert.
you would assume negative connotation potentially, or some people might feel that way.
Yeah.
Right? I don't. That's fine with me. It's desert. Our neighborhood has rats. Spoiler alert.
Our neighborhood does have rats. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a notification we moved in the neighborhood from the same HOA that said, trim your citrus trees or you'll have rats in your attic. And I was
Yep.
like, okay.
And apparently, some people still do have problems with
Oh,
that.
yes. I know.
Not in our area, but
Oh, it's the golf course, folks, primarily.
Oh,
Actually,
probably.
yeah. We've known,
because that's where all the
I've known
trees grow.
3 people with houses that back up to that golf course. All of them have either had rats or seen them.
Ew.
I've not seen any over
Oh,
here.
you know what? Oh, we did have a rat. We did have.
Oh, there was one.
Ooh, dang.
Well, it only had one sighting, and then he vacated himself.
Well, I didn't see him until he was already dead. But it was a.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
did I forget that?
Okay, I thought I saw something by the front door,
Oh, that's right. I was thinking the garage.
and I
We had a garage rat
investigated
once.
it, and it was probably the biggest rat I've ever seen, but it was dead
That's right.
because it probably died. I don't even know. It was during the summer, so it was obviously very hot. But was it trying to like get into the house? Like, why is it at the front door?
It had an Amazon delivery.
So, you know what, Amazon? That's a great.
Save it on those drones. We'll just pack this on a rat.
Yeah,
Pack rat. Get it? Ha
send them out
Nope.
for your delivery.
I apologize for
Delivering
that one in
rodents.
advance. I don't know how long we've been recording, but we're definitely not talking about Foxconn yet.
No, not yet. I will never forget having to dispose of it. It was horrifying.
I'm
at the
glad we
time.
didn't get to share in that.
Good.
Hell no!
Right.
Yep.
Hell no! Hell yeah.
Oh, too far. Took it too far. Okay. So now that we've covered the state of Wisconsin and their endearing names, we have to go on to the villain of the story. No, it's just the company that said they were going to move there. You can come to your own conclusions. I'm not claiming anything because then they could sue us, and we're not here for that.
Well, I would just say, if you don't want people talking about you like this, then
Don't quit
it's
playing.
really easy to just not do things.
Maybe
like
quit
this.
playing. Yeah. So Foxconn. Yep, that makes for great radio. I apologize. So as it turns out, Foxconn, I'd never heard of. Chrystal here brought this to my attention, is a Taiwanese company that is both the world's largest contract manufacturer of electronics.
Crazy, because
Wild. 'Cause
largest.
largest.
You don't ever hear.
And one of the largest employers worldwide. Care to guess how many employees that is?
All right, biggest
Ballpark?
employer.
One of largest contract
okay, one of.
manufacturer, one of the largest employers in the world.
Okay,
And it's a bit seasonal, so it goes up and down, but
I'm gonna guess 5 million.
oh wow, you were way over. It's 1.
1 million.
That's a lot.
Okay. Who
I don't know. If
Who
you have
does
questions,
have
I don't
the-
know. All I have is notes. Well,
what is
check your Google
what is
box.
the largest company?
While you check your Google box, I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
All right. So that depends on season. So you don't become the world's largest contract manufacturer of electronics based in Taiwan, which is real small, without having factories in multiple locations, right? Turns out they have over 200 locations in 24 probably plus countries by now. And where we dive into our story is when Foxconn announced in 2017 at the White House of all places, a White House press conference, if you will, that it was going to invest $10 billion, that's with a B,
Billion with a B.
to build a 20 million square foot, not dollar, 20 million square foot facility that would ultimately employ 14,000 Scanies. That's a bold move, Cotton.
That is substantial.
Bold move. What do we find out about employees, companies?
Well, I didn't get far enough to see
No.
based on how many.
You look like your search was complete. Well, we're going for the largest.
Well, it's NVIDIA is the biggest company in the world by market capitalization, which is not what we were talking about.
I've heard that pronounced many ways, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Oh, how have you heard it pronounced?
NVIDIA seems to be the popular one.
Oh, did I pronounce it wrong?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay, that's fine if
I
did.
don't know.
NVIDIA,
Yeah, well,
it doesn't start with an I. I'm just going to put that out
it
there.
doesn't have an I as a second letter either, as long as we're making
No, but it
valid
is its
points.
Third letter.
Yes, it is. And moving on. So, this resulted in the great orange one himself traveling to southern Wisconsin in 2018, and while there, declared the future construction site, the 8th wonder of the world.
You want to talk about bold moves?
Yeah, well,
That's-
that dude says a lot of things that are not true at all. That's all I'm saying about that. Okay, moving on. Eighth
Oh.
one. Exaggerate. Oh, I said exaggerate much? No.
The-
But also yes. Sorry.
India Ministry of Defense is
Oh.
the world's largest employer.
That's
Approximately 2.99 million personnel.
does India
So
not
good
also
for
have
them.
the largest population in the world?
Bro,
I think that's a yes. You don't have to look it up.
okay.
We can
I
move
have
on.
no
We'll
idea.
move on. Well, yeah, we'll move on. As it turns out, back to Foxconn and Wiscondos.
Yeah.
In 2022, after a whole bunch of drama, another announcement was made.
Which was
Rather than $10 billion
Ooh.
and 14,000 jobs, Foxconn would ultimately invest $672 million
excuse me.
and create 1,400-ish jobs. Neat.
Major
Neat, right?
backpedaling.
No, that seems fine.
Hell no!
No, that seems fine. So, a little quick maths on that if you're not doing it already in your head. That's 6.7% of the original investment and 10% of the original jobs that they claimed
Wow.
they were going to bring to this fine country's economy.
So you're saying 6.7% of what was originally promised. So you could also say it was like 93% less than what they originally promised.
Well, look, if you're not prepared to do the research, Brian, why make the
I
statement?
mean, you
in
could.
the first place?
You could.
93% right off the top. Just kidding.
93.3. Yeah, the plan when announced was that the facility would be making cutting-edge flat panel. My arms are in the air. I don't know why. Cutting edge.
Dun,
It's
dun, dun,
like
dun.
to be impressive.
Huge
Flat panel
LCD.
displays for like high-end HD TVs, and it says other devices. I'm assuming cars or what
Which
have
this
you.
is wild. This was in 2017.
Yeah,
Why was that such a big deal? That's crazy to me.
a 20 million square foot
Nobody
factory.
cared about TVs back then.
2017. What year are you from?
Well, okay. People care about TVs, but we're so far away from that now.
No,
LCDs?
flat panel. It just says flat panel.
Seems like the technology's changed a lot since then.
Yeah. And if you were a cutting edge facility, you would be making the new thing at your facility instead of an old thing.
You would yeah.
You're the one
That's
that
why
said
you're not going
LCDs.
to build the
No,
plant
you
for the
it says flat panel.
Okay.
So they would
I
have
saw
to change.
LCDs somewhere.
Well, I'm sure that in 2017 that's probably what it was. Right? Huh?
When did OLEDs come out?
I'm not looking that up.
Okay.
Okay, so in a surprise to absolutely no one, with wait, no, familiar. Oh, Wisconsin factory is supposed to be built. Industry executives at the time, including some at Foxconn, were highly skeptical of the plan from the start. So even the own company's
Okay.
executives were like, we don't think so. Pointing out in brief that none of the crucial suppliers needed for flat panel display production were anywhere near Wisconsin.
You don't say.
Well, there's nobody making them there.
Right.
It wasn't that,
That's
that
why
there
we
were
need to be the first.
some, supply chain problems. There was no supply chain. There's none.
Well, then there's no supply chain problem.
Yes, as long as you have no factory,
Right.
which it turns out is the case.
Still don't.
Oh, spoiler. Sorry. So once they were done ignoring that, they had the problem of where this thing was going to be built because they didn't own any land. But
Hold on.
hold on, they sorted that right out.
Guess what, guys? Guess
Yeah.
what?
The people who already lived in Mount Pleasant, yeah, we're getting there, and own the land on the proposed location just ended up providing it. Right?
Well, not, on their own.
Willingly is the word.
Not willingly. There we go.
Willingly is the word
I'm,
you're
like,
looking
trying
for.
I'm trying to say, not consensually.
There's that too. That's willing. Okay. So what do I have next? Oh, it says when the orange one visited, there was a press con. Oh, yeah, this is good. Press conference, Wisconsin, orange hair. Dude standing in front of a giant plot of land near Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. I assume his arms were out or his hair was waffling in the wind. And Mount Pleasant is like a rural. It's described as a village of 27,000 people.
And based on where you live or have lived, that's either big or small.
That's a tiny town. But went out there, held a press conference, and was like, this is the spot. And none of the local people agreed or knew anything about it. And we're going to get to that in a few minutes.
What?
Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't agree. So, as you can imagine, it takes a lot of space to build a 20 million square foot manufacturing plant. You need space for not just a main factory. You need space for support buildings, maybe office buildings, probably parking lots, some facilities, probably waste, on-site storage.
Right.
I don't know. There's a lot.
You need roads in and out.
You need, we'll get to roads. Thank you, state of Wisconsin, for those. But a plant that size is like a small town unto itself.
Right.
It takes a lot of people and a lot of infrastructure.
And a lot of space.
And a lot of land. And did Foxconn own any land in the Mount Pleasant area before announcing that they were going to build this mini manufacturing town?
Ooh, let me guess.
You going to guess?
Hell no!
That's the answer. No, yeah, slow on the cue. I got
But in
there.
their mind, they were like, just not yet, boys. Just not yet.
Just
wait.
But that's okay. Everyone's favorite land grab process, eminent domain, provided a way.
To the rescue.
Dun. Foxconn obviously needed this land more than the mere villagers that already live there for generations.
Right. The people who had lived on that property, whose parents had lived on that property, whose parents' parents had lived on that property.
And they also, Foxconn, they obviously couldn't just take it from the locals. So.
Well, I mean.
No. Foxconn did not take this.
Foxconn didn't.
The state government did it for them.
Right.
There you go.
It can be taken.
Ta-da!
That's what we're learning today.
Oh, yeah. I was reading about a few other cases of this we're not going to get into because we have a whole bunch more notes on this case, and it's a pretty wild one. But that's the short of it. So to get into the long of it, because you're surely asking yourself, how can this be?
Yeah.
Right? How could they do that? I'm so glad you asked. Turns out, the Mount Pleasant, air quotes, officials, I air quoted that. That's their names, I guess. And I do use that term loosely, just went ahead and voted amongst themselves, like an HOA might do, to give Foxconn.
Wait, not for a price.
Give.
For free.
4 square miles of land.
And this had other people's property on it.
Yes, it was owned by other people at the time, by U.S. citizens.
Like, okay, but so you're saying there's no place near Mount Pleasant that nobody owns that we could just, you guys could just go there.
Maybe there was BLM land. Maybe there was National Forest land. No, the plan was the best plan.
Why can't the state give them their land?
Well, I mean, the state did give them land.
Well, but
that they took it first.
Right.
And then it was theirs. And then they gave it to them. All tracks.
So rude.
Yep. Yeah. So this apparently seemed like a good idea to the officials.
Which,
would bring in a bunch of
elected people, right? These are people that were elected.
But it was going to bring in a bunch of money and a bunch of jobs.
It was supposed to,
a bunch of business.
And I'd love to know if there was included in that contract or whatever it was that was signed.
No.
Like, if you don't do this, there will be
no.
these
I think I would have. I mean, I didn't go real deep into this, but I think there might have been some more press on that happening had it happened, and there isn't any that I found. What I did find back to eminent domain, governments, local governments, municipalities, if you will, excuse me, do leverage this whenever they feel necessary. Usually, it's for things like highway projects, pipeline projects, where the only, and again, air quotes, feasible, which means cheapest and easiest way to complete a project is to go right through property that's privately owned. And so they come up with some arbitrary, extremely low ball value that they offer it to the legal landowner and say, we own this now, get out.
Here's your compensation.
Go on, get. Yeah.
We're doing you a favor, by the way.
Yeah. We could have just taken this, but we're going to pay you 10% of what it's worth and take your livelihood from you. So you should thank us.
So peace out.
Yeah, so that's basically how this worked. But I did learn a new word along the way. That word, I've already told you, is blighted.
You don't want to ever.
I guess I didn't learn that word, but I learned that it's used for land purposes, and that I didn't know.
Well, it's used for land grab purposes.
Oh, easy. Who would accuse the U.S. government of doing something like that?
Oh, let's see. How long do we have?
We don't.
Okay.
Moving on. So, we'll talk about this term blighted for a moment. I was not familiar with it in these terms, so I looked up legalmatch.com, which is obviously a very good source for information. Has the word legal in it, right?
There we go.
They say each state has its own laws determining what it means and this and that and whatever. And then we move on quickly to Chrystal's favorite part of this podcast, Ted reads lists.
Let's go.
There we go. So what almost every state includes in their blighted land terms or policies or what have you are, number 1, the house is uninhabitable. That would refer to like a neighborhood house. 2, the property is dangerous.
Okay.
Snakes or pits or
Well, I mean, maybe you're storing
landmines.
radioactive waste up in there.
That's all dangerous.
Yeah.
3, the property has been abandoned for a set period of time. So, yeah, abandoned.
Okay, set period of time, that could be 24 hours.
Says
what do we mean?
usually 1 year.
Okay, that's
But that's still, this is a general list.
And what do you mean abandoned? Like
the owner doesn't live there?
okay, but what? Like nobody's paying electricity or water?
Might not. I mean, I guess that would probably mean that. Because if you're paying all that stuff, you have not abandoned it.
I would hope that you couldn't argue that you have.
It doesn't
I guess
matter.
that's
You
all
don't
I'm
need to
trying to
argue.
say.
You just declare. Boom, blighted. Finally, the property poses an immediate threat to other individuals or property. Your property poses a threat to my property. Your dirt's looking at my dirt funny.
Right.
Oh, I gotta take it.
Yeah. When the sun hits those windows just right, it blinds me. That's
Burning a hole in
dangerous.
my retinas.
Yeah. You're gonna start a fire
I mean, could happen.
in my wood fence, on my wood fence.
So now, my next part's great. I found an excerpt from a book sharing a similar name to the title of this episode.
Oh.
No relation. Also, don't sue us. It's called Foxconned, and then there's a bunch of other words. My feeble brain was like, Foxconn, this was a lie? Foxconned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it fits.
So
I can't
somebody-
blame somebody else for coming up with an idea, possibly,
good idea.
possibly before me. Who knows?
Right.
Who could even know that?
Who could even have
Yeah.
that?
It's talking about the local authorities when they decided to take their vote and give all the land away.
Right.
As
yeah.
one does.
Well, they.
It says it's from the author. They didn't talk to anyone. There was no referendum on whether Foxconn was welcome there. It was just ramrodded through.
What's the author's name?
I do have it. Larry Tabak.
Okay. Cool.
Good guy.
Good job, Larry.
Don't know him. Might not be. Probably is. And
Hopefully
moving
the
on.
book is cool.
I bet it's amazing. More quotes from the officials.
Okay.
We have the power of eminent domain, and we have blighted your farm.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
That's
I
devastating.
made that part up. That was my version of it in my brain.
Oh, okay.
And then the farm people.
That was not the quote.
And then the farm people would stand up and be like, "What do you mean you've blighted?" Oh no, that's true. Wow, I should get into editing, but I'm not going to. That's what they actually told the farm people. I just can't read my notes. And then the locals actually said, "What do you mean you've blighted my farm? It's beautiful. I've taken great care of it."
That's right. I could still live here. What do you mean?
Yeah. And then the end conclusion was like, "Nope, that's ours. See ya."
Well, I need it, so I have to call it blighted.
Yeah. So
I
it
can take
is.
it. Yeah.
And then I can only imagine in my head lots of high fives and handshaking amongst the officials on a job well done. Like, oh, we did it. We took it.
Ooh.
It's ours now. We took 4 square miles of land and we gave it to a foreign company who it turns out isn't going to actually build stuff here. Neat. But wait.
Infuriating.
But wait. There's more.
How could it possibly get worse?
I have a whole page of notes of how it got worse.
Yikes.
Would you like me to share?
Please.
Indeed. Indubitably. So, as the project progressed over the next several years, state and local officials spent more than $1.2 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Dollars.
There's the billion with the B, folks, and it's going the wrong direction.
Billion. This is from taxpayer U.S. citizen money. $1.2 billion.
Did you say state?
I said state and local officials. I didn't
Okay.
look up who
Well, I guess
actually.
what I'm trying to figure
What
out
I know is it was tax money for infrastructure.
was it federal taxes?
I don't.
Could it have been?
You might have paid
your
for
money?
it. Could have been. If you're listening to this, you should be upset and you should email someone. Trust me. It was public money, is what I read, to build infrastructure for this mega factory, including new highways, new water systems, new sewer systems, and electrical grid upgrades. And it was all explicitly for Foxconn, for their $10 billion investment that they promised, right?
Okay, we're ready for you.
Yep. So
If you build it,
if you're
they
a
will
local,
come.
if you're a local and you're following along, which you're not because we don't have any Wisconsinites.
Or if you are, hey,
made a
send-
new one.
send an
Welcome to
email.
the
Maybe you
yes.
can
Welcome to the show. Focusedonnothing@gmail.com.
get on the podcast.
Oh yes, that would be fun.
We'd love to interview you.
If they stole your land, I will interview you.
You deserve to have a voice.
Yeah, it's
And be
not. This
heard.
isn't a great show, but you could be on it, huh? Yeah. So if you live there and you're listening, and so you're following along, if your house was taken and you weren't forced to leave the area, like you knew somewhere else, or you could find somewhere else to live in the area, then the tax money that you were still paying went toward building the giant factory that replaced your house that you didn't want. That would be so
Just how many
So
times can you screw
infuriating.
one person?
many.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
How much? There's so much unfairness here to go
So,
around.
yeah, to add insult to insult,
Yeah.
if you will, if you're keeping track in my notes from 2 pages ago, they never built it. 4 square miles of land, $1.2 billion in public funds for infrastructure, and they reduced their claimed final investment amount for whenever they're done, which they might be or they might not, to $672 million, 6.7%. Yeah, that would be akin to it's a deal I would take. If I found someone on the street and said, if I give you $1, you should give me $2, and they agreed to it, I would find a way to come up with $600 million, and then I would walk away with $1.2 billion, because effectively, that's what they've done. Great deal for me.
Wow.
No
Great
one
deal
would
for
ever take that
Foxconn.
deal. Great deal for Foxconn. They made, I mean, that's more money than I'll ever had to invest. But when you're claiming a $10 billion investment and you give a $6.7 million investment, you've fallen short there, bud. You've fallen short.
To say the least. Wow, that's a really nice way of putting it. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, that's not
Right. So who got Foxconned?
the
Foxconn
Wisconsin,
was Fox
the
out
U.S.
here conning.
Yeah, I mean, and the public announcement started at a White House press conference. It's just not a good look.
Not a good look.
Yep. Yeah, I'm almost out of words. Not yet though. The biggest kicker to the whole deal. That's what you're looking for. It wasn't the first time they had done this exact thing.
You don't say.
And it wasn't even the first time they had done it in the United States.
Where else have they done it?
Previously, they had promised to bring jobs to the U.S. in Indiana and Pennsylvania, and it never came through on either. So you figure 3rd time's a charm.
When are we just going to start saying no to these people?
I think hopefully next time, because we'll get to that. We're real close to getting to that, and where there shouldn't be a next time, because this time kind of still exists.
Again, no end to the story yet.
Yeah. In an unrelated and also tragic, I apologize in advance, article I found on Foxconn that from they made like world headline news on this more than once, was when, and I do quote here, nearly 24 Foxconn workers in China jumped to their deaths.
That was something that was brought up in the Reply All podcast as well.
What they have to say about it?
They talked to someone who studies this company who is notoriously private. And I mean, probably, obviously, after listening to all this, you can understand why it's in their best interest to stay private. But this person who studies this company said, have you looked at their manufacturing plants in other countries? There's suicide nets around the roof.
Oh yeah. That was my next bit here. Their solution to this was to install nets to stop the falls of future employees.
Why are people?
Because the work conditions there are so bad and the hours are so long and the compensation is so low, and they can do that in these countries, and that's not cool. It's not cool. That was the wrong button. I just meant for this
Wow.
one.
So I was like,
I apologize.
yeah, maybe we should be doing business with
I would tend to agree with that.
companies
Like if
that
that's
treat their employees that badly.
that was the solution. And even worse, and I feel terrible for everyone. Like that solution looked better to those people than trying to leave or work somewhere else. Like they were driven to the very brink of humanity. Wild. So we're not here for that. Nope. We're not talking about that at all. So
where do we go from here?
Oh, with the conclusion. Where does this end? Well, it's where it started, really. Apparently, this site, this 4 square miles that was given to Foxconn, now houses there is built upon some type of storage facility that was installed, created, what have you, and employs 1,200-ish employees.
Wow.
Like a warehouse. There's a warehouse there.
Wonder what they store there. Is it flat screen TVs
I don't know.
that they made somewhere else?
Maybe. Could be a shipping
Could
hub.
be anything. It could be an Amazon warehouse.
Could be rented out by Bezos himself. Who knows? I don't. And then there's it was supposed to be the landmark building. It looks like a giant silver globe. I imagine it was going to be the entrance to the property. And then it was like, this is our big round building we have out front. And then the manufacturer's out, but impress the visitors and things like that.
Be very amazed.
Yeah. That was built and can now be rented out for events.
Let's go.
Would you like to rent it for, say, a birthday party?
Yep.
Or maybe a bar mitzvah?
Or can we go
Quinceañera.
Can we go pay our respects to the development project that
You can do that without giving them money.
That's true.
You don't ever give them money.
Okay.
Yeah. So would you rather rent out a party in the I forget what they called it. The landmark building. Yeah, big silver ball in the sky. Or
wait, it's in the sky?
No, it's if you bend down and look up. No, it's just a round building. It's like the Vegas Eye, but
tell
lame.
Me that this thing is in the sky, that I might reconsider.
No, it's flying in the sky.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to reconsider my answer.
All right, so sky landmark or Pyramid Bass Pro Shop.
That's a tough one.
I need an answer. I'm going to hit a random button based on your answer.
Which one I would rather go to?
Where are you going to hold an event?
Ooh, Bass Pro. The Pyramid in Tennessee.
Yeah, bro!
Yep, that was a
Because
good
that
choice.
actually exists.
So does the round ball in the desert.
But not
it's
in
not
the
really
sky.
the desert. It's like the frozen wasteland. Nope, it's not in the sky. That was untrue. Not facts. Big not facts. And then the last piece of tragedy that I have in my notes here, so you can rent out the building. Great. No one wants to do that. Turns out Microsoft somewhat recently, this information was from like middle of last year, 2025, recently bought some land to build a server farm from this original 4 square miles.
As they do.
Yeah, which is, might get into our opinions on that at some point, but the irony there is that they bought it from Foxconn. Because Foxconn still owns all of the land.
And is now selling it to other companies.
And is making money off of it. They're making profits from land that was given to them, that was owned by people who were thrown out.
So if there's any lawyers out there.
So if this isn't funny or entertaining in any way.
There's a good reason
Excuse
for that.
me.
There's a good reason for that.
I did my
It's
best.
not funny.
I did my very best. Yeah, that's the tragedy that is this thing. Don't be like Foxconn.
Right? And don't be like the village board of Mount Pleasant, which, by the way, I looked it up. The president of the village board is the same guy. I think his term is up in 2027.
No. I see. You said that earlier. How is a guy that did this in 2017 not out of office?
He keeps getting reelected.
How? Who gets to vote on this? Other board officials?
No, the people who live in Mount Pleasant.
Why would they
vote.
want him there after they gave away 4 square miles of their land?
You know what? It sounds like we need to go do some investigative journalism and find out.
That's not really what I'm here for.
Okay, then I can't answer your question.
All right, that sounds good.
Hell yeah!
Part 2 is not coming soon. Don't come back
All I
for
know
that.
is I looked up the village board of Mount Pleasant, and he was still the president.
That might be the wildest part
And
of the
maybe
whole
the
thing.
website is wrong.
That dude should have been thrown out immediately.
Right.
Right? Okay,
I mean, like
we agree.
before he could have wreaked all this havoc
Well,
on these poor
at least
people's
after,
lives.
at least after he did. Like, you know what? You did this.
Right.
You don't work here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, but somehow
But
that
this
dude
doesn't
being
seem
on
to
the
be
board
it.
doesn't seem to be it. Giving away all of it. Yeah, that's all I've got.
We out of here!
Thank you for listening. Next week will be a little goofier, probably. I don't know.
It for sure will.
This week,
Nick, we miss you.
yes. Come back soon. See you soon. Love you all. This song's going to be over soon, and then I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye.